So I'm using this Smashworks Primer today. I want to use it up before it's, you know, dries up kind of. But there's not much in it left anymore, so yeah. Maybe that was too much though. So I have just sunscreen 30 SPF on today. And a little bit under eye maybe. It's getting hot here now, I'm telling you. Hot. Like it's just, what, middle of April and it's already feeling like, oh crap, too hot. Yeah. So I added this dark brown to my lid, just this part, and now we just blend it out with a fluffy brush like that, just going around it. And it becomes kind of a, when it's blended out, a lighter kind of brown with yellow undertones in it. Taking this light gray from In Maquillage and the same brush, just a little bit higher up here. A cooler color. Since I like the combination of warm and cool colors together on me. So I will add a little bit of this black from Bourjois, and this is Intense in number 10. And the same brush I used for the brown one. Here it looks different because I used it wet, so you know, I'm using the rest of it dry. And just darken it up a little bit down here. I will take the brown one a bit under the eye, and I'm using just an angled brush like that so that I won't get it too smoked out. There's fallout, as you can see. I think it's from the black one, because usually these don't have any fallout at all. So a little bit of the black one just here in the beginning, and I know it looks like a mess, and I will clean it up as usual later when I'm done with all this messiness. So I don't see the use of going there rubbing my skin with, you know, wipe or something like that all the time. That's definitely not good for my skin. And straightly I will go over and just to mix these together a bit. So now I'm cleaning, and I'm using this Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Brow Bone, this Silk Edition from Bourjois number 51, and a big kind of brush like that, soft brush. And soften this area up all the way. I will use just a really simple white for the inner corner. This one is a highlight from Shiseido in 905, like a highlighter for the cheeks and whatever you need it for. And it's satin, almost matte. Kind of some kind of sheen in it, but it's very subtle, so it's really nice for here when you need something really simple. I'm taking the same white one, just the tiniest bit up here. Really slightly like that. I cleaned up this smaller blending brush just to go a bit here and blend it a bit better here. So I just used this Bourjois Kohl Liner in Clubbing Waterproof Ultra Black for tight lining. Just so you won't see the white kind of line over there, because I don't have anything else like as a liner. Not on the upper, you know, lid as either. So that's what I did, and that's how I'm going to leave it, I think, because it's so dark. It became darker because I forgot that I used the black on the same brush. So when I wanted to make the brown here a bit more intense, it got kind of black and brown. So yeah, it got darker again, yet again. So I softened the line up here a little bit, that it won't be so sharp as I usually do. Of course I don't have any foundation or anything on it, so it still might change quite a lot, but you know. I will try and keep it, if I have to I will go in after with the brush again to soften the line up, that it won't be so sharp today. So I'm again using this BB cream from Dior, which is not the best BB cream. I don't think I will have anything to do with BB or CC or anything like this after this. Because this one doesn't have sunscreen more than 10, which is of course ridiculous, since I need like 50 or something in this kind of range. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Other than that, it's kind of neat, you know, it gives a nice, like for me, kind of a primer kind of thing, because I have a primer that looks pretty much like this from Shiseido. This one is less drying though. That one tends to be a little bit drying, even if it says that it's for lines and all this. So I don't think I believe much in primers for mature skin. I didn't meet a primer that was good for me. Maybe that's the problem. I just think because I by mistake mixed the black one too high up that it makes it splotchy looking, because it's not at all as smooth as the brown one that I put today. It looks a bit strange, so I don't know. I hope not, but I will take a clean brush and try and smooth it out a tiny bit here, if it's possible even. I decided to take a little bit of this reddish kind of brown. With the same brush, I cleaned it up as much as I could, you know, just on a tissue. And just here where it looks really splotchy, down here. Also to give it a little bit of a different kind of, like that, something like that. So on my skin I'm using again, I used this the other day and it was working actually quite nicely together. This Smashbox Studio Skin, which doesn't have a sunscreen. And this 10 Visionaire in number 5, which has SPF of 20. So this one by itself is like a disaster on my skin in my opinion, so yeah, I'm not gonna go into that now. So if I find a way to use it, you know, that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, so I'm using this concealer from the Visionaire, even if it's definitely not my favorite, but with the Smashbox concealer brush, synthetic brush, which is kind of really made for this area, like that. Oh, this was probably far too much. And I said I want to keep it a bit more smoky, but I'm not sure I want to. I will try it out. And this one, as I said, is kind of really sticky and funny. Maybe I didn't say it in this video, but I have a renting video about this foundation. Maybe I didn't put it up, I'm not sure. So I'm just trying to smooth this over now. If this will work, you really kind of have to work this in. It's like so sticky. I decided to set it all with without concealing anything here, because last time I did it, it didn't really help with these two foundations. So I'm just taking a loose powder and a puff, and I'm setting it with this. So I'm setting under the eye with this yellow one, and a really like tiniest bit. Just rolling it over. I'm pressing it in. So I already started with this bronzing powder from Bolshoi, and I still have some powder to, you know, to brush over. So I will just do it with the same brush in a minute. And this one has some slight sparkle to it. Now I'll come down here, I will just go over this yellow and the loose powder I put. But I won't have too much. I will just use this same white powder that I used in the inner corner as a highlighter. And I'm using the same brush as for the bronzer. Just, you know, I just went over my brows only with this Brow Drama medium brown from Maybelline. I'm first doing the lips before I decide the cheek color. So I'm taking this lip liner from Dior, and it's in Fig. On it I'm using this Dior lipstick in, what is this? Dior Addict 712. It's, you know, almost impossible to see what it is, but that's what it is. It's almost the exact color of the lip liner. I think maybe in the middle I will add a little bit of a lighter color. So I did some blotting in the middle. I'm taking this color from Bolshoi into a 12 hour. Now it's a Rouge edition without the 12 hour. So it's holding less time, but it's really nice on the lips too. In the middle. And this one is in number 2. So a lighter nude. I'm continuing with this orange trio from Shiseido. And you know, there's really neutral colors here, and then this orange. So I'm mixing all these three together. And it's not very dark at all. So it's more of a sheen with some orange to it, I think. It's not very serious. Of course, if you take just the orange, it gives a little bit more. And those are very soft, so I'm kind of rubbing it in there like there is no tomorrow. Yeah. And it also gives coverage, you know, so it's kind of, I like those kind of products when I have a little bit of a sheer foundation, or the foundation doesn't look the best. Okay, so I think I'm done. And yeah, it became a bit darker and smokier than I meant to make it, but yeah, whatever. It's a smoky eye anyway, so a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, what does it matter, right? So anyways, thanks again for watching. I hope you have a really good day, a really good week, that you still enjoy your colors. And yeah, that you're well. So, hope to see you next time.